Hey, it's Kat Bambini here to try to teach you about narcissism. Why? I don't know. I'm really have made some dumb decisions in my life. That's the only conclusion I can come to. And I have this overwhelming desire to share with you how not to make those decisions because it gives my life meaning. So it's pretty selfish, but not really because I just felt really alone through the experience. So to the new viewers, I've kind of revamped the channel to be more about spiritual concepts, tuning in with the universe every day to try to include everybody and teach some lessons based on the topic of narcissism, which seems to be the topic that I talk about. And so I have a lot of videos for you on the different elements of narcissism. I've broken it down in a way that you can understand that's not, elitist and is just me being sloppy and trying to communicate something I was learning myself after a lifetime of dealing with this behavior. So one-on-one, I also talk about twin flames sometimes because I think that when you get narcissistic behavior out of the way, you can meet your true twin flame. You can't meet them unless you love yourself. It's a weird trick. And so our goal really is to love ourselves more than the narcissist. They think you don't love them, but you loving them more than yourself is the problem. So this is not from me. I'm just gonna... I'm learning that you have to pray to love or whatever you believe in, even if you're a nihilist, just so you don't fall on your ass with your ego, as I have, and I will in every video I do. So I have to apologize. Last video, sometimes narcissists can threaten to kill you. They don't all threaten to kill you, okay? I've had that experience from people. They can decide whether or not they're narcissists. I'm not a doctor. All I know is the behavior, and all I know is you can only change it in yourself. And all I know is that sometimes you get habits from narcissists, like, putting on lip gloss, stuff like that, that they tell you, in order to be loved in the world, like, you absolutely have to be beautiful, put on lip gloss, stuff like that. And I want to add something really shitty from my own nature just to say it. And then you will, and everybody will hate you because they'll think you're a selfish cunt. So just don't do it unless you're going to own it and lean into it, okay? And you can really wear it, okay? Because otherwise, you're going to have a really hard time making friends. Okay, so this is not going to go over well because this is what I think people expect of me after what I've been through and stuff like that. But I'm going to talk about narcissism and anarchy, okay? This is for people who are interested in it. I'm not inviting anything other than love. So I will delete comments that are not loving, okay? It's not a discussion, it's an opinion. So in reading about anarchy, and I'm studying it, I'm not an anarchist, okay? I have worked for the government. I enjoyed working for the library. I enjoy working on committees, working with people towards solutions, and when rules work correctly. But when they don't work correctly, the premium tenet, I'm gonna say, of anarchy is that you are free now. You're free now. So this is the one thing that helped me with people who are acting narcissistically, was that I was waiting for permission for them to tell me that I was okay. I had given them over God or love or source or whatever you want to call it, your higher power. I'd given them permission to run the show and be inside my being, telling me what to do. That was my doing. I didn't know better. That's what I was taught. Okay, it doesn't make any sense to me. It's not fair. But once you get over that injustice and humiliation, which I'll let you know when I'm over it, I have a whole Instagram dedicated to, I don't know, restoring my ego, which is just not working. So, I give up every day and fall on my face. And that doesn't make me a better person, it just makes me resilient, okay? And that's what you want to be if you want to survive, okay? People may not like you, they probably won't, especially if you're telling the truth. At least that's been my experience. So, don't be a rebel. Don't be a rebel, okay? You need allies, okay? And This is what I'm learning. Even anarchists, and there are anarchists all over the world in different communities, different groups. There's not one anarchy. Okay, so before everybody is like up in arms, like go get Kyrsten Bean, you know, Catman Beanie to you. I am just talking about a philosophy as I talk about the Tao, which I might read for you today, or anything. Sermon on the Mount is a great book if you want to talk about spiritual principles, even if you don't believe in God. I find it very helpful. Because what I'm finding to be true is that you are free. You are free. You were born with a compass, okay? And since you don't know that, the narcissist is getting some power over you. Some weird voice is telling me to put my wig on for you guys. I don't know why. These things just come to me. I'm gonna ignore it. Okay, maybe next episode. Sometimes it makes it more pleasant for people if I have a pink wig on and am super loving looking. Okay, so that's all. That was what the universe told me to talk about. There's a book called Rethinking Anarchy. For anybody willing to look into it, AK Press. It's not about burning things. It's not about tearing things down. It's about forming community groups to work together. And if anybody has a problem with that in 2020, like, go talk to God, because you are really not with the program of Earth. Because Earth is gonna kick our asses. She's told me that much. I wrote a song about that. It's called Gone. I might do a lip sync on my Instagram. But yeah, she's gonna kick our asses. She just will. She always does. Okay. Now, that part doesn't matter and that doesn't come from me, so don't beat me up for it. The only mistake I make is trying to speak. Don't do that. People appoint leaders. They appoint a person to speak about a certain topic, and then that person has to be supported by other people, right? Anarchy says that you can speak about your truth no matter what. Nobody has to validate that truth. You are validated. You're free right now. So just act as if, okay? And if people are gonna act like you're not free, wow, just watch the resistance when you start acting free. It's insane. If you thought this was, I'm not gonna talk about it anymore because I'm gonna get my head chopped off. I'm gonna get executed. You know, there's no freedom unless we're all free, which means that some people need to have a little talking to, and it's not gonna be me. I just stay in my corner helping victims. So you can get out. You're free. Don't shoot the messenger. This applies to everybody, whether you're with a narcissist or not. People will always focus on things about you that are wrong, okay? That's what we've been taught to do in our lower natures. You don't want to be like that. It's not going to be fun, okay? It's going to be harder. A lot of people will preach to you that it's going to be easier. That's the fallacy. And this is all my experience, having my ass kicked by the world for exerting my right to be free my whole life. Since I was little. It's the result I get. So I'm here to tell you, because I've had my ass kicked so much, and I can. I don't want to. I'd love to take that back, but this is what I need to do. I've done a lot of bad in the world. I want to give some good. So, you're free. You're free. They're not your authority. You are your own authority. I'm not affiliated with anybody. But I love everybody. Everybody's part of my family, should they so choose. Even if they were awful, and I was awful, I don't know how to deal with that, so no contact is a great thing. Watch the video. I said in another video, I had one on coercive control, I made a mistake. Sometimes I make mistakes. We all do. You want your leaders to be flawless? I'm not a leader. I'm just one of you fools. We're all the same. So, you got this. I'll be back tomorrow if I'm allowed and I have something to share and I don't get beat up too badly for trying to have a lesson today, okay? This one's gonna be, I don't know why God does this to me. Whatevs. Talk to you guys later.